Okay, so next we're going to go through a slow variation of a little bit more advanced pose. I'm just going to show you the differences and explain to you when you're going to know when you're ready to do that and when you're not ready to do it. So coming to the front of your mat again, into that Tadasana pose. Shoulders back, that string of pearls nice and long and lifted, tailbone tucked and core engaged. So we talked about the core. Core is that built system in the body. Belly button is engaged in and up. We're still breathing, so we're not holding our breath to do that. And we want to feel like this whole area is a nice belt supporting that core of the body, that center of the body. Shoulders back. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, prayer position. Inhale, reach up. You may add a little bit more of an arch. Exhale to that full forward fold. Stepping back this time into the lunge, you're going to make sure that this time the knee doesn't drop. We want to keep that leg engaged. Front knee is still going to stay in alignment to that ankle. You don't want it rolling out to that middle toe again. So right in alignment. And you want to think of that knee now pulling forward at the same time as the back heel is pushing backward to the wall behind you or just behind you in general. So taking a nice cleansing breath, and we're going to step back into the plank position. Now in plank position, your hands should be directly underneath your shoulders, elbows rolled in, and heels engaged back towards the wall behind you. We also want to make sure that the core is engaged, and we're not allowing those hips to dip or lift. In a full plank position, our core is strong and keeping our back nice and flat. We're not going to drop our knees this time either. Staying in the plank position, quite a workout for the ladies. You don't want to be going into this posture and just dropping into it. If you drop into this pose, you're not ready for it either. When you go into a full chaturanga push-up, it is really working those triceps up. You want to be able to go down slow and engaged. In some of the classes, I'm sure some of my students are laughing right now that are watching this, I would count out a chaturanga push-up in a slow count of 4 or 5 and make them slowly drop. So it should look something like this. Heels back, core engaged, inhale, and exhale, slowly drop into chaturanga. Inhale, you're gonna scoop through with your body, flip your feet flat, lift all of your body off of the ground, except for the backs of those feet. Elbows are still gonna hug into the side of the body, arch and look up. Exhale, invert that V. Heels are going to push down towards the floor, elbows roll in, and we're moving that chest in again. Inhale, look forward, step that right leg all the way up between the legs. Heel back, knee forward, hands flat, heart shining forward. Exhale to that full forward fold. Inhale, reach up, arch back, and exhale to prayer. Okay, so let's see that full set of sun salutations done in that next level. Inhale, deep breath in. Think of those pearls lengthening and the core engaged. Exhale, prayer position, heart center. Inhale, reach up, arch back. Exhale, full forward. Inhale, open up that heart, heel back into the full lunge. Retain your breath as you step back into plank. Exhale down, chaturanga. Inhale through to that low cobra, or in this case, that up dog. We want to go into up dog, a little bit more advanced. Exhale, inverted V. Inhale, step forward into that lunge. Exhale, full forward fold. Inhale, reach up, arch back. Exhale, prayer position. Let's go ahead and do the other side. Inhale, exhale, prayer. Inhale, reach up, arch back. Exhale, full forward fold. Inhale, left leg back, full lunge. Retain your breath as you step back into plank. Exhale, drop chaturanga. Inhale, through to up dog. Exhale, inverted V. Inhale, left leg steps forward. Exhale, right leg steps forward. Inhale, reach up, arch back. Exhale to that prayer position and hands along to the side. So a couple of the things that we want to remember when we're doing our yoga practice, in any yoga practice, but particularly when we're looking to move on to the next stage in our yoga practice. So like where I was showing you the beginner variation, moving up into the next stage of advancement into your yoga and salutations. You want to make sure, one, that in any yoga practice you do, that your core stays engaged. We talked about that. The core belt system of the body, belly button is in and up, and everything is tight and engaged and supporting that middle part of the body. Couple little hints in your yoga practice to knowing when that core is not engaged. My favorite night, used to say this to my students all the time, and then they'll laugh too, and that's why you saw me smiling a little bit, because I'm still working on my practice and coming back, is when you're doing your practice and you're stepping back into those lunges and forward, and you hear, when you're stepping forward, works really well with the gong sitting next to me. You can really hear it in that video. That's a key to telling you you're not ready to move into the next step. If you can't keep the core engaged and step softly into your practice, it's a good way of listening to your body and seeing if you're ready for that next stage. And you could have already been moving on to that stage and just be having an off day in your practice. You really want to listen to your body, because that's how a lot of injuries in yoga happen, or in anything in exercise. You want to make sure that you're able to engage those core muscles and keep them engaged into the practice. And if you can't in that position, go into the next level down in your practice. It doesn't mean that your practice is failed for the day. It means your practice and you have failed if you injure yourself and have to move backwards permanently for a while. So keep that in mind. Another thing to know when you're doing your practice is breath work. I keep saying it, I'm going to say it 1,100 times and you'll get used to it. Yoga, you must breathe. You have to breathe. In any exercise form you do, the breath work is essential. It's the energy force of life. If you're not using the energy force of life, how are you getting energy to do a good practice in yoga? So it's really important, if you can't keep the breath moving with the flow of your postures, and you're slow down, take it down to the next level. Maybe you're not ready to move on to that next level today. So those are some key things that you want to remember when you're doing your practice, and can tell you if you are ready for that stage of practice. And also I talked a little bit about that dipping in plank, dipping the hips up or down. You're getting a little tired, drop those knees into that. And ladies, don't feel like a failure if you have to, especially. Those triceps are quite a workout for us. And you'll get stronger the more that you practice. And that's part of the journey, right? The expedition along a good life. Until next time, you enjoy that good life. Woman on the journey. Peace out.